Timothy Treadwell lived for the wild. His love for grizzly bears was an obsession, a deep connection that took him far from civilization into the Alaskan wilderness, where few dared to go. But this wasn't just a passion. It was a purpose he believed only he could fulfill. Treadwell didn't just observe these bears. He lived among them, face to face with raw nature, surrounded by creatures that could end his life in seconds. Was his passion enough to shield him from the brutal reality of nature? Or was he bound to be a cautionary tale? With a past marked by struggle, Treadwell found a new path and identity among Alaska's wild bears. He dedicated 13 summers to living near, and sometimes too close to, these wild animals, capturing hundreds of hours of footage and sharing his encounters in passionate talks across the country. In his own words, he was the protector of these bears, a guardian standing between them and the threats of the human world. But for all his efforts, there were those who questioned the wisdom of his approach. What made Treadwell's story remarkable and controversial was his insistence on getting close to the bears. Very close. He rejected the conventional wisdom of keeping a safe distance, driven by a belief that these animals recognized him and understood his intentions. "They know me," he often said with confidence. But was this a unique bond or an illusion? Friends and experts alike warned that this relationship was based on a fragile understanding, one that could shatter at any moment. In October 2003, Treadwell and his girlfriend Amy Huguenot set up camp in Katmai National Park, a vast, untamed landscape that Treadwell had come to know intimately. But this time things felt different. The summer season had ended, and many bears had already moved on. The ones remaining were hungry, scavenging for food before winter set in. One fateful night, a bear wandered too close, a stranger Treadwell hadn't encountered before. What followed was both horrifying and surreal. A violent encounter recorded on an audio tape, as Treadwell's camera was rolling with the lens cap on. The recorded audio, a terrifying sequence of sounds, captured Treadwell's desperate struggle, with Huguenot attempting to fend off the bear. Their final moments are chilling, marked by screams and the sounds of the bear's attack. Though the recording remains sealed from the public, it haunts those who have heard it. A friend of Treadwell's who listened to the tape described it as unbearable and deeply disturbing. The audio stands as a tragic reminder of the fatal consequences of bridging the boundary between man and nature. The tragedy of Timothy Treadwell became the subject of Werner Herzog's 2005 documentary, a haunting exploration of Treadwell's life, his love for the bears, and the ultimate price he paid. Herzog assembled Treadwell's extensive footage, piecing together a story of a man with an unwavering commitment, but a precarious grasp of reality. The documentary drew widespread attention, sparking debates about the nature of Treadwell's relationship with the bears and whether his presence did more harm than good.